You've felt this before. One thought, and suddenly it won't leave. It keeps coming back again and again and again. You try to distract yourself. You scroll your phone, watch something, talk to someone. But the moment your mind gets quiet, it's back. Stronger, clearer, louder. And the strangest part? It doesn't even feel important at first. Just a small thing, a random memory, a sentence someone said, a moment you wish went differently. But somehow, it grows. It starts replaying, like your brain is stuck on a loop you never pressed play on. So what's happening here? Why does your mind do this? Why does one small thought turn into something you can't escape? Almost 100 years ago, a psychologist named Bluma Zeigarnik noticed something strange. She was sitting in a restaurant, and she realized the waiters could remember unpaid orders perfectly. Every detail, every table, every item. But the moment the bill was paid, they forgot it completely, as if it never existed. This became known as the Zeigarnik Effect. Your brain doesn't like unfinished things. It holds onto them, keeps them active, running silently in the background like an app you forgot to close. And that means when something feels incomplete, your brain refuses to let it go. A conversation you didn't finish, a mistake you can't fix, a question without an answer. Your brain marks it as still open. And until it feels closed, it keeps bringing it back again and again and again. But here's where it gets uncomfortable. Sometimes there is no closure, no answer, no fix, nothing you can do. And when your brain realizes that, it doesn't stop. It loops harder, because to your brain, this isn't just a thought anymore. It's a problem. Now you might think, fine, I'll just stop thinking about it. Sounds simple, right? But this is where your brain turns against you. In the 1980s, psychologist Daniel Wegner ran a famous experiment. He told people one thing: don't think about a white bear. That's it. And what happened? They couldn't stop. The more they tried not to think about it, the more it appeared, over and over and over. This is called the ironic process theory. Your brain has two systems. One tries to suppress the thought, the other checks, am I still thinking about it? And to check that, it has to bring the thought back. So every time you try to push it away, your brain pulls it closer. And now something even stranger happens. Your brain starts believing, this thought must be important, because why else would it keep coming back? So it gives it more attention. And attention is like fuel. The more you focus on it, the stronger it becomes. Now it's not just a thought anymore. It becomes a loop, a habit, a pattern. You think about it, which makes it stronger, which makes it return, which makes you think about it again, until one day, it feels like it's controlling you. But here's the twist most people never realize. The thought isn't chasing you. You're chasing it. And the more you chase it, the faster it runs. So if the thought isn't controlling you, why does it feel like it is? Because your brain is trying to protect you, not trap you. Think about it from your brain's perspective. Anything unresolved, anything emotional, anything uncertain could be a threat. So your brain does what it was designed to do. It keeps reminding you again and again and again, not to hurt you, but to prepare you, to fix it, to understand it, to finish it. But here's the problem. Your brain doesn't know the difference between something important and something uncontrollable. So even when there's nothing left to solve, it keeps searching, like trying to find an answer to a question that doesn't have one. And that's where the loop begins to break you. Because now you're not just thinking, you're fighting your own mind. You're trying to push the thought away, ignore it, silence it, control it. But every time you do that, you accidentally tell your brain, this matters. This is important. Don't let this go. And your brain listens very carefully. So it brings the thought back, stronger, clearer, more persistent, until it feels like it's a part of you. But here's the truth, and it's not what most people expect. The loop doesn't end when the thought is solved. It ends when your brain stops seeing it as a threat. Read that again, because this changes everything. The thought doesn't need an answer. It needs permission to be unfinished. And the moment you stop fighting it, something strange happens. It loses energy, slowly, quietly, almost unnoticeably, because attention was the only thing keeping it alive. Think about it. Every time the thought came back, you reacted. You analyzed it, questioned it, tried to fix it. But what if you didn't? What if the next time it appeared, you just noticed it and let it pass? No resistance, no panic, no meaning attached. At first, it won't stop. Your brain will test you. It will bring it back again and again and again, because that's what it's trained to do. But if you don't engage, if you don't feed it, if you don't treat it like a problem, something shifts. The loop weakens, the intensity fades, and eventually the thought stops knocking. Not because it was solved, but because it was no no longer needed. And that's the part most people never understand. You don't break the loop by controlling your thoughts. You break it by changing your relationship with them. Because in the end, your mind isn't your enemy. It's just a system trying to finish what it thinks is unfinished, trying to protect what it thinks is important, trying to solve what can't always be solved. And the reason you couldn't stop thinking about it was never because you were weak. It was because your brain was doing its job too well. But now you know something it doesn't. Not every thought needs to be finished. And the moment you understand that, the loop begins to end, slowly, quietly, naturally, until one day you notice something strange. The thought that once controlled you is gone. And if this made you see your mind a little differently, then it took a lot of time and deep research to bring this to you. So consider subscribing.